What was the week like for you?
Well, upon arriving here, I kept trying to work out what it was going to be like. I wanted to know before experiencing, so it was like asking lots of people what their experiences were. And I think that for me, arriving here, there was a lot of nerves, a lot of anxiousness. But when I arrived, I met Ivan and Camilla and all the helpers, and just came into this beautiful environment, and it was so safe and full of so much love that I knew that it would be a good week. And the first step was actually learning to trust in the process and let go of the fear. And as the week went on, there was like this journey of unraveling, like slowly. It's like you see a cotton wool ball. It's like you just pull the string and slowly it unwinds over the week. And it's like everything just flows, like one challenge after the other that leads you to the next part, all the way through to the end of the 7 days. So there were a lot of moments of tears and frustration in myself, and a lot of joy though. There was a lot of joy. I don't think I've ever laughed so much in all my life. I also felt very cared for and supported and nurtured by everyone here on the retreat, and Dave and Paul were great support for me. They were able to guide me, and just their presence was felt. And every time I came across a challenge, I was able to express that to them and share what was going on for me in the moment. We had beautiful accommodation and beautiful food and all of that, so that really made the whole week very special. Yeah.
What was your biggest learning?
Oh, I have a list of learnings. It's like this long. Number 1, number 58. I think it was like trusting in the process, and trusting in the process of life without trying to guess what's going to happen, and just to allow an experience and to surrender to the experience, and letting go of trying to control something. Like there would be times that we would take a medicine and I would enjoy it, and then I'd be like, okay, no, I'm done now. I want this out of me now. Like I want this to go now. And then I would create a story in my head about why it wouldn't leave, and I was going to be stuck that way. And the mind is very powerful, and I feel that taking this medicine, it opened up my mind to be able to actually be inside of it and see exactly what's going on, like the whole process. Prior to that, like my mentors would say to me, you're stuck in your head, don't be so in your head. And I'd be like, I'm not in my head, I'm so full of love and in my heart. But now I actually understand what being in your head actually means, because you can't escape it. Like, it brought up a lot of challenges around abandonment. There was some flashbacks from childhood, which left me with this like deep sense of not wanting to be alone. So every time I took a medicine, we go internal, like it's not external. So you can't escape yourself. So it was like making friends with myself on a new level and in a different way, and being my own supporter and being my own inner strength. And yeah, it was like really ironic because even in the accommodation I stayed on my own. And that in itself, like when I've been vulnerable or been faced with a challenge or I'm upset, it's like there's no one to call. I turned off my phone for 7 days, so it's like no one to call, no one to speak to, no one to like sit there and be with me. It was like, no, you need to do this. And for that it required a lot of courage. There's a lot of healing, I think, also around like unconditional love for myself and for others. And yeah, just coming to the realization that also everyone needs healing. Like healing it's lifelong. It's not something that you just do for a year or do for a couple of months or do on one retreat. It's something that we continue to do for our whole journey. And being a healer, I think often as a coach or a healer, we can do a lot of the work and then resist in continuing because you get a little caught up helping other people all the time. And so for me, taking this time out was really important for me to learn to go deeper within myself, and to keep doing that all the time, because then I continue to learn and grow, and when I continue to learn and grow, I can continue to learn and guide other people on their journeys. So that was really important learning for me. I received a lot of guidance as well. I had a lot of, you might call them downloads. I developed a very deep connection to spirit, and that was really beautiful. That was one of my intentions, was to connect deeper with myself. And I think that unless you're really connected deeply within yourself, then you cannot access the higher levels of consciousness and your intuition and spirituality. Like, everything starts within us. So, I think, the other big learning, there's so many. The other big learning would be that I caught myself saying no a lot. If I had a lot of fear, it would be like, okay, now we're going to do this today, and we're doing this medicine today. I'd be like, no, I'm not doing it. And and then my mind would go through the process and like, what if this happens? What if that happens? And it's catching your mind and going, do you know what? You don't know because you haven't had the experience. Like, just let it go. Come back to your body, your senses, your breath. Just making sure that I'm in my parasympathetic nervous system, and just trusting in the medicine. I think, that was huge. You could tell the difference from my first ceremony to my last ceremony, and in my last ceremony, my mind was not even existent in the ceremony. There was no resistance at all, and I loved it. Like, I had a beautiful, beautiful last ceremony.
How have you changed?
I feel that I would use the word embodiment. I would say that these learnings that I had, in my awareness, in my consciousness, and I knew that they were challenges that I had, but I feel now it's like I've come to a place of embodying the light. Like, having awareness of your shadow, of the dark, is amazing, but unless you can learn how to bring it to the light and change your behaviors moving forward, then you actually won't create long-lasting change. So anyone can have awareness of their challenges and their darkness, but I think now already I've started to okay, so what behaviors need to change when I go back to Australia, or even from now, from today. It's how can you go into experiences more open-minded without trying to control things? How can you meet new humans and other people and be accepting of them without trying to control the outcome of the situation, and all of those sorts of things. So I think there's many behaviors that will be let go of.
What does that mean to you to have learned that, to have experienced that?
I think for me, it's been a very big battle with my mind for a long time, and to experience that, it's like this sense of relief and freedom. Like, my spirit feels it feels free. I have a deep inner happiness, and I feel very light. I just feel like pure love.
Where do you go from here?
I'll come back. I think I'll come back. From here, I'm serious about coming back. It's been the hardest week of my life. The most life-changing experience I've probably ever had, and I have so much gratitude for everyone involved, and I do see myself coming back, actually. I see Ivan and Camilla or Dave and Paul already family to me, but I see this place now as like family, and it's a special place. I think I'll definitely come back. It's also, I've received a lot of guidance for my own journey moving forward, like as a healer and the work that I do. And it's all about raising levels of consciousness for other humans, which can be done in so many different ways. So whether it be that, you know, I send my clients on retreat, or whether it be that, you know, I go home and actually start to connect with the Indigenous culture in Australia and explore the plant medicine in Australia, and, you know, what that can do for us as Australians in our own healing work. So I just feel to really connect more deeply with the land and with nature, and I've always felt very earthly and connected to Mother Nature, and this has just pushed me further along the path, I think. So yeah, from here I'm actually going to Peru to spend some time on my own and just to integrate everything and just to let everything settle for a bit. But yeah, so much gratitude for the experience.
Finish.
Go. Good hug.
Give me a hug, babe.
Where's my happy? Where's my happy?